Hello students, myself Ambika Devi, Professor Ambika Devi, Assistant Professor of Physics, Government First Grade College, Bidar. Today's video is related to Session 7 of the BSc 5th Sem Paper Solid State Physics course, which is prescribed in the colleges affiliated to Karnataka State Gulbarga University, Kalburgi. Let us now begin with the session which is related to diffraction of X-rays by crystal. Dear students, in this session we are discussing about the X-ray diffraction by crystal. X-ray diffraction is a technique which is used to analyze the structure of the material. To study the structure of the material, we use this method, X-ray diffraction method. Okay, so X-ray diffraction is the method which is used to study the structure of the materials at the atomic or molecular level. It is used to study the structure of both crystalline and amorphous materials. Here, to provide the information of the structure, information of the structure, phases, preferred crystal orientations, and other structural parameters such as other structural parameters like average grain size, crystallinity, strain, and crystal defects. To study the such things, this method is very useful. X-ray diffraction, XRD is the method which is used to characterization and analysis the structure of crystalline material at the atomic and molecular level. I already explained. X-ray diffraction provides the information of structure, phases, preferred crystal orientations, how they are oriented, and structural parameters. Actually, students, XRD realizes on the fact that X-rays are the electromagnetic waves. When all of us we know that X-rays are the electromagnetic waves with a wavelength of the order of nanometers. In terms of nanometer, this technique, XRD technique sends X-rays beam through the crystal specimen. Means how XRD takes place, X-ray diffraction takes place. First what happens, X-ray beams through the crystal specimen, X-ray beams are chosen because their wavelength is similar to the spacing between the atoms in the sample. To study the structure of the materials, why X-rays are selected? Because of this reason. Why X-rays are selected? Because X-rays are the beams which are having wavelength which is similar to the spacing between the atoms in the sample. So that angle of diffraction will be affected by the spacing of the atoms in the molecules. Atoms scatter X-rays waves primarily through the electrons of the atom. X-rays striking an electron produces the secondary. This phenomenon is also known as elastic scattering, and the electron is known as the scatterer. In this process, electrons are work like a scatterer. A regular array of scatterer produces a regular array of spherical waves. Some waves, what happens? Some waves cancel one another in the most direction, resulting in a destructive interference and produce the constructive interference in a specific direction. This explanation was given by Bragg's law. This is about the XRD diffraction. Dear student, XRD diffraction means it is the technique which is used to study the structure of the material. And one more thing is, why X-rays are selected in this process? Because of the wavelength. Wavelength matches with the angle of spacing between the atoms in the samples. Okay, this is about the XRD. And in this slide we will discuss about the what are the methods, how X-ray diffraction is takes place from by using the how many methods we will study the structure of the sample. There are three methods. What are those? Lewis method of X-ray diffraction, powder method of X-ray diffraction, rotating crystal method of X-ray diffraction. Okay, in this session we will discuss about the Lewis method of X-ray diffraction. Okay, this is the most important method of the X-ray diffraction. In the Lewis method work on the principle. What is this principle? Principle is a single crystal held stationary in a beam of X-rays of continuous wavelength. A single crystal held stationary in a beam of X-ray of continuous wavelength. The crystal selects and diffracts the desired value of lambda, for which planes exist of spacing d and incident angle theta, satisfying the Bragg's law. This is the principle of Bragg's law. Means a single crystal which is kept on which X-rays are illuminated. Then these X-rays are diffracted from the crystal by making an angle theta. This is the principle of Lewis method. Okay. Now we will discuss about the experimental arrangement of the Lewis method. How experiment is done. Okay. Experimental arrangement of the Lewis method consists a source which is used to produce the X-ray of wide range of wavelength from 0.02 nanometer to 0.2 nanometer. A pinhole arrangement produces a well collimated beam. So it produces a fine beam of X-rays. The dimension of a crystal are less than 1 nanometer. Here we are using the crystal whose dimension is of 1 nanometer dimension. Okay. And flat film are placed in front or behind the specimen. Lastly, a flat film is placed in front or behind the specimen. Okay. Then how it works? The diffracted beam actually, see here, this is the arrangement of the Lewis method. How it works? X-rays are of continuous wavelength. Okay. Crystals select the particular wavelength which satisfy the Bragg's law. These diffracted beam emerges at the corresponding angles and is then recorded as a spot of one thin film with the recorded diffraction spots. These are the spots. Okay. We can determine the ratio of interplanar spacing and shape of the unit cell by using this method. Since wavelength corresponding to a spot is not measured, one can determine the shape but not the absolute size of the unit cell. Okay. What are the advantages of Lewis method? Lewis method main advantages is the Lewis method is widely used to orient the crystal for solid state experiment. And one more advantage is the shape of the unit cell can be obtained from the symmetry of the pattern. These are the advantages. And some disadvantages is also there. What are those disadvantages? This method is however not suitable for determining the crystal structure. Okay, this method is not suitable for the determining the crystal structure. Why? Because of continuous range of wavelength, and several wavelengths are reflected in a different orders from a single plane. So that different orders may overlap on a single spot. Because of this reason, this makes difficult in measurement of reflection intensity of individual spot and the determination of the crystal structure. This is the drawback, this is the disadvantages of the Love's method. So in this video we are discussed about the Love's X-ray diffraction. In X-ray diffraction, Love's method is discussed. Okay.